Hey guys, it's Modak here, and today I have one of the most bizarre camera comparisons because we're gonna compare the camera of the Xiaomi Mi 10 with the iPhone SE 2020. On paper, if you compare the cameras of both of these phones, the Mi 10 absolutely destroys the iPhone SE. It's got an 108 megapixel primary camera, then you've got a 13 megapixel wide angle lens, then you also have kind of useless but they're still there 2 megapixel macro lens and the 2 megapixel portrait lens. On the other hand, if we compare all of this to the iPhone SE 2020, this phone has got just a single 12 megapixel camera, so of course everyone thinks the Mi 10 has a much better camera. But is that really true? Well, I don't think so, because I've been testing both of these phones out since the last 2 days and I think that Xiaomi still needs to work a lot on the Mi 10. So let's take a look at the camera samples first, and I'm gonna start with stock camera samples. Do remember that this phone also has Gcam support, so I'll talk about Gcam later, but first let's compare stock camera samples. So if I talk about the images that I took in daylight, here the thing is Mi 10 produces very contrasty photos sometimes, and the colors are also not that accurate. Sometimes they are dull, sometimes they are on the cooler side, and the iPhone SE on the other hand always has colors that are closer to the actual scene, and the overall dynamic range, contrast, everything just looks better on the iPhone SE. If you're gonna zoom into the photos, without any doubt the Mi 10 will have more details because that's science. It shoots photos at 27 megapixels whereas iPhone shoots at 12, so it's literally less than half. So of course the Mi 10 will have more details than the iPhone. But I think when it comes to colors and dynamic range and all of those things of a photo, the iPhone SE 2020 does a much better job. Majority of these photos that you see right now, I took them around 4 PM, so there was like a good amount of sunshine at that time. Everything was very warm and orange, and the iPhone has captured the overall scene very well. You can also see the separation in the sky, the color of the sky. It also looks a lot more natural on the iPhone SE in comparison to the Xiaomi Mi 10. So when it comes to color accuracy and dynamic range, the iPhone does better. Problem with Mi 10 is that it's kind of all over the place. If you see this photo of my car, here the iPhone has captured the color very well, but then the Mi 10 is very faded, it looks very undersaturated, and it's clearly not close to the shade that my car is in. Whereas on the other hand, there are some photos, especially when you enable the AI mode on the Mi 10, it saturates the colors a lot. It once again starts to look unnatural. So Xiaomi definitely needs to work on the color accuracy as well as on the contrast of the photos, because in some of the photos it absolutely just crushes the shadows. Instead of the green leaves, you almost just see black areas in the photo. So yeah, iPhone SE 2020 overall clicks better photos. The Mi 10 also takes good photos. In fact, a couple of photos that I took were better on the Mi 10, but still on a whole, I think iPhone SE 2020 did a better job. Then when we move on to the indoor conditions, the differences are even lesser on both of these phones. What I really like on the Mi 10 is the fact that because it shoots at 27 megapixel, there are a lot of details in the photo which the iPhone literally just cannot match. The iPhone also does a very good job for a 12 megapixel shot, but you put it in front of the Mi 10 and the Mi 10 definitely impresses you with the amount of details that it captures. But the iPhone once again wins in terms of colors. I don't know why, but iPhone in majority of the cases has the most accurate colors, and that's really good. But in indoor conditions, the differences are lesser between these phones. I didn't see a major difference on both of these phones. Both of them take good photos, the noise levels are less, the detailing is good enough, and the colors are good as well. Then when I move to the rear facing camera portraits, here I absolutely loved what iPhone has done. So you might think that the iPhone output is a lot warmer, but actually that's not the case. So I have these yellow spotlights in my room which were on when I was taking this photo, so there was some amount of yellow light on my face, and the iPhone has captured it perfectly well. The Mi 10 portrait just looks dull. It has more details once again, but then I don't know, it just looks very dull and not so appealing. I think 99% of the people will pick the iPhone portrait shots, and the skin tone looks much better on the photo. Even the color of my t-shirt is a lot more accurate on the iPhone, so portraits just look a lot more appealing on the iPhone SE. The Mi 10 portraits are definitely on the dull side. They're not that nice looking, so I would pick the iPhone when it comes to the rear facing camera portraits. Finally, when I talk about the macro shots with the primary lens, here you see the problem with the 108 megapixel camera sensor. So these 108 MP sensors, be it on the S20 Ultra, Mi Note 10, Mi 10 or any other phone, the problem is that the sensor size is very large and the aperture is very small. So you've got f1.7 with a very large sensor size. So what happens is that the plane of focus is very shallow. If you operate DSLR, you know what I'm talking about, but the thing is, the plane of focus is so shallow that when you're taking a close-up shot, in 90% of the photos, a part of the image will be out of focus. So if you see this photo of the flower, or if you see this photo of a box that I took, here you will see that the edges of the images especially are just out of focus, whereas on the iPhone you've got a smaller sensor, so because of that the effect is not that apparent. So this is called fringing, and you might have heard this in a lot of S20 Ultra or Mi 10 reviews, and this is a problem. When I posted this photo on Twitter, a lot of people are like, hey, your photo is out of focus, or you have not focused it properly, and why is the Mi 10 pic blurred on the edges? Well, that's just physics. It's how the things work. It's a large sensor and you've got a really small aperture, so this is gonna happen. So when you're gonna take close-up shots with the Mi 10, or in fact the S20 Ultra or any other 108 megapixel phone, this problem is going to occur. So yeah, it's not that appealing when it comes to taking close-up photos. Sometimes I really feel like something's wrong with my eyes because you get these fringing effects on the edges. But yeah, that's a disadvantage of these huge sensors, and we have to deal with it. After that, let's move on to the low lighting situations, and here I think Mi 10 has a clear advantage. iPhone SE 2020 does not get any kind of a night mode, and here you see the power of that 108 megapixel lens. It does the quad pixel binning, so the photos are more detailed, they have more light in them, and Mi 10 completely destroys iPhone in low light. I don't think that iPhone gets even close. But iPhone has this app called Neural Camera. It's available for 200 or 300 rupees on the App Store, and it improves the low light performance to some extent. So here you can see some of the photos that I took with Neural Camera. They are much better. Once again, they're not as good as the Mi 10, but they're still better than what the iPhone does in the stock camera. So clearly in low light, Mi 10 is better, but if you talk about everything else, I think iPhone holds the ground pretty well. The same is true for the front-facing camera. Now the Mi 10 gets a higher megapixel sensor and the iPhone gets a 7 megapixel sensor. But even then, if you compare the selfies, I think iPhone SE 2020 does a better job. If you talk about my skin tones, the skin tones are better. Once again, I took the indoor shots under yellow lights, and when I was taking the selfies outside, it was around 4 PM. The sunlight was right at my face, and the iPhone has captured that tone really well. My skin tone looks better, the color of my t-shirt looks better, the dynamic range is better in a lot of selfies, and overall these selfies taken from iPhone just look a lot more appealing and better to the eye. The Mi 10 for some reason messes up the dynamic range as well as the white balance in selfies, and it just looks too dull once again. So Xiaomi really needs to work on the portrait mode, and they need to work on the front facing camera mode also. This does not look like a flagship phone with a 108 megapixel camera, and Xiaomi does have a lot of homework to do. Then I'm gonna jump into video, and here both of these phones can record at 4K 60 FPS. The Mi 10 can also go up to 8K, but I'm currently playing a 4K 60 FPS sample, and you guys can see how the quality is. If I compare the samples side by side, the iPhone SE 2020 definitely has much better stabilization. It's very apparent in this video. So yeah, iPhone is much better in terms of stabilization. Even though I think both of these phones do get optical image stabilization, iPhone SE clearly does a better job when it comes to recording 4K video. Hey guys, currently I'm recording the video from the rear facing camera of the Mi 10 as well as the iPhone SE 2020. You guys can see how the stabilization is. I'm walking currently, and from the viewfinder I feel that iPhone has much better stabilization than the Mi 10. Then if I talk about the front facing camera video, here the iPhone has captured my skin tone very well. Both of these phones record at 1080p. The iPhone also gets stabilization, so as you can see, my video is more stable on the iPhone, plus my face also looks better on the iPhone. On the Mi 10, my skin tone doesn't look that great, but Mi 10 has slightly better dynamic range. But still, I'm gonna play the sample right now and you guys can decide for yourself. I'll go and I'll compare it in my PC and see. And I'm really sorry for my hair, it's very windy. So anyways, do let me know which phone sounds better and which phone has a better dynamic range. I guess the Mi 10 has it better, but I'm just gonna check it in my PC and then report it back to you guys. Now finally, let's come to the last part of this comparison, which is Google Camera. So I did get one Gcam APK working on the Xiaomi Mi 10, and while I did take a couple of photos with it, I saw some improvements in terms of selfies, Especially the dynamic range is much better on the selfies now that you can see it, and the over contrast and the dull photos that were taken from the stock app, that is also fixed till some extent. So the Gcam photos are better in a lot of cases than the stock camera app. But then I think that still iPhone holds the lead overall when you talk about rear and front facing camera video. If you talk about selfies, portrait mode shots, you talk about daylight shots, and the only place where the iPhone falls apart is in the low lighting performance. If only Apple would have given that night mode, it would have completely killed the competition. So overall, if you're gonna ask me which phone is gonna be better, well, I think if you only talk about the photo quality, 90% of the time the iPhone SE is gonna give you better photos in comparison to the Xiaomi Mi 10. Xiaomi definitely needs to work on the image processing a lot, and like I said before, this does not look like a phone with a flagship level cameras. I'm eager to compare this to the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro so that we get an idea about how those phones perform. But still, if you're only going to talk about image quality, the iPhone SE is going to give you better photos 90% of the times, and it's clearly better when it comes to videos. The Mi 10 is a more versatile camera in the sense that you have got that wide angle lens, you've got that macro lens, so you have more flexibility, plus you've got higher resolution here, so photos do have a lot more detail. So if you're gonna pixel peep, if you're gonna zoom into every photo and see how much detail it's gotten, the Mi 10 might be better for you. But if you talk about the overall image quality in terms of color accuracy, dynamic range, and all of those things, I think iPhone SE takes the cake here. So yes, the iPhone SE has a better camera overall. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be happy with this. Some might even hate me in the comments and say Mi 10 is better, but the result is out in front of you. You guys are the ones to decide. If you ask for my opinion, I think iPhone SE did a better job when it comes to the cameras. I personally do not like these fringing issues on the 108 megapixel camera sensors, and I wish that these phone companies give us some update or something that can fix it to some extent. Because it's a hardware thing, it probably won't be fixed with a software update, but something would be better than nothing. So yeah, as of now for this camera comparison, I think iPhone SE takes the cake. But you guys let me know your opinions in the comments. What do you guys think? Did Mi 10 perform better for you, or was the iPhone better? I'll be bringing a lot more videos and comparisons with these phones. I've already got the OnePlus 8. The unboxing is coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And a lot more videos will be hitting the channel soon. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked the video, press the dislike button twice. And please share this video with your friends. I'll be back in the notifications very soon. Peace. Stay home and stay safe.